You don't know, this is your girl Rakisha representing for Bad Bigs Entertainment Records. You have to tell you, say, I have a bad rhythm out called At Ice Rhythm. I have a song on it like Where Are You Jaja from Lady Soul. Girl, come on, bad, my bad so from Simple. And one next song left on it called Dress Code from who? Right, Chapo. Yes, everybody more gonna go check it out on Apple Music and Spotify. At Rhythm out, At Ice Rhythm. Yeah, you don't know. One Bad Bigs Entertainment Records.
Jamaica, written by two artists. That's why I plan to send every
T-shirts, Greetings and salutations. So big up the vendors, the patrons, and everyone who's here. And I just want to big up Amazai the Great because he did the flyers. So big up and big up Rasukuro. Alright, so my first piece is titled Silence. So I'm just going to ask everyone to be silent. When was silence a defense? When did we start to retreat? Tell me, when did dignity and justice disappear? When did it not matter? Tell me, when murder was accepted? Why have you not spoken? Take a stand. Were you not watching the freedom fighters? Martin Luther King, Bob Marley, Rosa Parks, our heroes. Tell me, when was silence a defense? Am I alone? Am I the only one hurting? Where has everyone gone? Close mouth, keep silence. Well, no more. If I must be alone, I must to stand for truth, God's truth, to stand for justice, not to withdraw. I will pay the consequences. Am I in fear? Sure, it's human sensitivity, but it's true fear that courage is built. Can I withstand? At least I will try, but I guarantee that everyone will know that I spoke out and that silence was never my defense. Give thanks. So this next piece is dedicated to my mother. I want to big up all of the mothers. My mother became a single parent, not by choice, but unfortunate circumstances. But I dedicate this one to her. for my mom, Tristan Williams. She in the audience. For my mom. Mommy, you're my empress. No other could have ever be the best. Can't trade you, because you're priceless. Mommy, don't you know say your womb is blessed? While you're facing the adversaries, I know there are many memories. All those pain you keep inside, those emotions that you hide. Mommy, carry those burdens no more, because the basket will overflow. Mommy, you never put me up for adoption or abortion. In my lifetime, you show me so much affection. Even if we can repeat part of the fraction. Mommy, you're the beginning and the ending of my story. When success reaches, I can't call it glory. All those years, you under pressure. No husband, no father, you had to work your finger. Mommy, when me have a big occupation, no more struggle, no more separation, because you build a strong foundation, and that is my elevation. Mommy, you don't buy you the car, the land, everything for you, name brand. Me I give hardcore, the pretty thing, the real thing. Me I bring back memories. 3.5 years without light, water, and so much you did that so far, but you never depart. You were always apart. Big up mommy all the time. My next piece is titled Youth Fear of Ambition. You want big up the youth, so this one is for you. My youth, how you stay so? What kind of behavior this? Who you attract the more copper shot? What you broke tear gas feet? You are behave like you are T-Rex, Wolfgang Jocular, claim you go for me jugular, but more man with syntax. Let me inspire, hopeful, merciful. Me not behave like Freddy versus Jason or Grim Reaper. What it be when all of them dead? So my youth, take up your pants in your hand, change up your ways, start up better, clean up your mind, till the behavior match your attire. Youth, stop cheat yourself. Rise up and go out and get some certification in a plumbing or construction. Go learn a skill. If I know that are your plan, then sell some fruits. Cherry, mango, guava, or some grown provision. Yam, cocoa, banana, or jelly water for the people instructor. Youth, elevate yourself. Elevate your mind. Don't confine, don't imprison. As some say, we're hopeless, worthless. This is a generation of viper. Prove them wrong. We not take bad talk. Negativity, we eliminate. From the electrons to the neurons. Positive energy, we emit from our cranium. My youth, take a leaf out about the cards. Running the race, must have a plan. Be the best of you, your version. Conquer nation, till a conquer planet. Till our next generation will be a force to be reckoned with. Because you had ambition, made a plan, execution. No, you is an inspiration. Give thanks.
Yeah.
Done? Start. Amber, you're supposed to tell me if I'm finished. One more?
One more.
Never plan to do one more because then give me a specific time. So I won't remember this one. This one is titled I Drank Poetry. Bartender, pour me some more. Let me stumble through the back door. Let the police smell the poignant aroma of rhythm and blues. Collide with my genius creative expression. Handcuff me for resisting being silent. Check my breath for the bubbles of a drunken poet. Spitting the words around expressively with profanity. Charge me intoxication, verbal sensation before the judge plead guilty. poetic confinement recommended. On the walls are right art, painting out the graffiti of the prisoner's thoughts, and coloring with poetic expressions. I drag poetry. See, me just forget it. We just forget the recite.
You know that? I didn't know that. You said that.
We forget it. Boys, send the book. Maybe just get the book. We just forget the second part. Alright, let me start over because I forget the second part, you know? These things happen. I drank poetry. Bartender, pour me some more. Let me stumble through the back door. Let the police smell the poignant aroma of rhythm and blues. Collide with my genius creative expression. Handcuff me for resisting being silent. Check my grip for the bubbles of a drunken poet. Spitting the words and rhymes expressively with profanity. Charge me intoxication, verbal sensation before the judge plead guilty. Poetic confinement recommended. On the walls are right art, painting out the graffiti of the prisoner's thoughts and coloring with poetic expressions. Bartender, pour me some more until my cup overflows. I just can't get enough. Let this liquor become embedded in my arches and lungs. Let it be in my very DNA. Let it flow through my blood and veins, through my heart and mind. Let it be hypnosis for my dreams. I drank poetry, and it is delicious. Give thanks. So this is my book. This is my book, Pearls Among Stones. I won it for Prime Minister Youth Award. And you know, if you want to give us support, yeah, and big up Black Eyes. I'm part of the Poet Organization and I won 2 international awards from his organization. So big up, Black Eyes.
Beautiful! Give it up one more time! For the lovely Antonia Valaire. Alright, my sister's been waiting for a while. She's ready, her instrument is ready. I wonder if I should get her a stool. She needs the mic stand. Come, she traveled from far, you know, so we want to make sure that we make her feel welcome. Please give it up for the lovely Cozy from St. Lucia!
Yes, I give thanks, Jamaica. Let me hear you scream. Let me hear you do something. All right. Give thanks to Rastakura for inviting me here. And I want to say give thanks to Ras Osagafa as well. I feel so blessed and honored to be in Jamaica right now.
Yeah, welcome.
Oh, thank you. Give thanks. Give it up for the mic man here. Give it up for him. All right. Yeah, so I dedicate this to every one of us because you heard the words of the song. I think you're beautiful, don't you think? I think you are. I know I am. So beautiful, just like the stars. Nappy hair, 5'1", brown skin, I've been kissed by the sun. Round face, acne, a curved waist and a little belly. But I know I'm beautiful, beautiful. I know I'm beautiful, beautiful. I know I'm beautiful, beautiful. I know I'm beautiful. I may be short, but mighty, like Mother Teresa or Mahatma Gandhi. My face not made up for many pedicure. I haven't had the time and I don't care. 'Cause I know I'm beautiful, beautiful. I know I'm beautiful, beautiful. I know I'm beautiful, beautiful. I know I'm beautiful. Listen to this. Look at yourself, appreciate who you are, 'cause you are beauty and you are full. Designed by the Creator, you're no mistake. You're so beautiful, you're so beautiful. You may not be perfect in the eyes of the world, but you are surely perfect in his eyes. Nouvelle jolie, nous toutes belles, jolies. Our history is beautiful and our skin is so beautiful. Our hair is so beautiful and the Creator so beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful. Now this is the part where you take part, okay? If you believe that beauty is from within and that beauty shines through our skin and that the Creator is a beautiful being, I want you to repeat after me. I know I'm beautiful, beautiful. Let me hear you. A little louder, please. I know I'm beautiful. Your turn. Two more times. I know I'm beautiful, beautiful. One more time. I know I'm beautiful. Nice, I like it. Guys, I'm not seeing you singing. Now, if you believe that when you see beauty in yourself, you can see beauty in others, I want you to look next to the person and say, you are beautiful, beautiful. Look at the person next to you and say, you're beautiful. You are beautiful, beautiful. Let's go, the guys, you can say it, you're beautiful. Come on. You are beautiful, beautiful. Let's do that one more time. You are beautiful, beautiful. Yes, Jamaica beautiful, Jamaica beautiful, Jamaica beautiful. Yes, man. So this next track is dedicated to all island people because whether you're from St. Lucia, Jamaica, Barbados, Antigua, we all share the same liberty. Am I right? Yes, island people. Mother Lucia, run that track, DJ. I am a daughter of Lucia, a beautiful plant that has sprung forth from her dark, rich soil. I emerge from a land that nourishes and grooves in curves and dips along the contours. She bursts out cool waterfalls and hot springs, releasing minerals that cleanse. She relaxes. Ay, 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 boy. Ay, 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 ay. I come from a mother that's anchored in water. She gives me mango, soursop, and pawpaw. A mother with ground, provision, and greens. On Twin Peaks, she elevates our vision and dreams. A mother who has birthed a bouillon of cultures. African, Indian, European, Amerindian. Cultures that bond in a Lucian identity of fun, fervor, prayer, and charity. Ek mersi nou tout pa fort, nou sa pale kreola. Ek manje fikvet, poisson ek zaboka. Nou ka pale an manye ki diferent. Ek lem nou treat manje maman la. I bon, boy. Ay, 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 ay. Woo! If you can do it, you can sing it to it. Boy. Ay, 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 ay. Woo! Now, if you're from Jamaica, then you would sing, I come from a mother, I come from Jamaica. And if you're from Barbados, you will sing, I come from a father, I come from Barbados. Whatever island you're from. So I'm gonna start it going. I come from a mother, I come from Lucia. Let me hear. I come from a mother, I come from Jamaica. I come from a mother, I come from Lucia. Let me hear.
I come from a mother, I come from Jamaica.
Whoa, yeah, 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 yeah. 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 Woo! Give thanks. Let's move on to the next one right away. This one is a conscious one for all of us because we're all African people. I don't need it, no. We're running that track. Why are we so blind, man? This one is a serious one. Why are we so blind? Take off the shade and let the light in. Why are we so blind? Take off the shades and let the light in. It's no mystery to me why at the secondary level we learn biology, geometry, European written history, but somehow we can't seem to get adequate, significant, inspiring African and Caribbean history. Why? When I call myself an African woman, I get the side and eye rebuttal. You're not an African. Have we ever stopped to think why the Indian born in the Caribbean calls himself an Indian? Have we ever thought to think why the Chinese born in the Caribbean calls himself Chinese? Because he's connected to his mother country. You feel me? Let's go. Why are we so blind? Take off the shades and let the light in. Why are we so blind? Take off the shades and let the light in. 1 plus 1 is 1, 1 plus 2 is 1, 1 plus 3 is 1. We have to be the one to make a change, turn around and rearrange what's in our minds so we can climb and redefine the picture. So let's pick up a book, but not just any book. Woodson and Henry Clark, Tuan and Kuma, to learn our history, the real story. To shine that star, we must know who we are. Why are we so blind? Take off the shade and let the light in. Why are we so blind? Take off the shades and let the light in. Light, let the light, let the light, let the light shine. Let the light come in. Light, let the light. Let the light shine. Let the light, let the light in to dissipate what we've seen and what we've learned, so we can unsee what we've seen, so we can learn. Let the light come in. Let the light in to dissipate what we've seen and what we've heard, so we can unsee what we've seen, so we can learn. Let the light in. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me, Jamaica. I love you.
Thank you. Wow. She's super talented, right? Give it up one more time for Ngozi from St. Lucia. And I just voice just recently. And now listen to her, she's like a songbird and a poet in one, no? All right, beautiful. All right, we have another empress coming to the stage right now. Yes, it's you, my darling. She's sitting up front. I was just so into Ekosi's performance. I was just like, you know, in the audience. And yeah. And now my sister who's been in the audience is ready for the stage. Empress Poetry! Coming to the stage out of Barbados.
Good evening, Jamaica. Give it up for Rasta Cora and every other poet that's in here. I am Empress Poetry representing Barbados, and I hope that you guys enjoy what I bring. She was a soul burdened by fear and rejection, a shell of the woman she was created to be. She was a battered bird whose wings had been broken, an apple that had fallen too far from the tree. She was angry, hurt, and bitter, her words fierce like venomous lava on cue. She fought just to prove she's no quitter. She was repulsed by the words, I love you. See, for some time she, okay, we had a battle going on inside of me. My mind was a field of pure misery, uncertainty, negativity, devastation. Everything I conceived led to destruction. My Midas touch turned nothing to gold. I found myself in a place that was lonely and cold, where darkness was the blanket that covered me. Somewhere in the fog, a voice cried out, rescue me. I was too weak to even care about my destiny. Self-love, empowerment, that was all foreign to me. A wasted, worthless soul is all I'd known myself to be. I heard it, I consumed it, I received it. No one would ever believe in me. I wanted to be known as a seed planted in barren land, deep. Somewhere in that mud bath, my soul extracted purity. After the bloodbath, my spirit was granted liberty. I was divinely baptized in a fire that blazed the way for me to be free. A lineage of kings and queens, their lives are the thread count of my tapestry. I am an upgrade, a rebirth, a sure heir of royalty, and it all started with me, believing in me. I jumped back in that pool and rescued my destiny, and she brought with her my passion. Summoning my inner diva, now I wear my purpose like couture fashion. I now stomp this stage in an inspired pump. Head up, back straight, can't keep this crown on if I slump. What was once my runway is now just another stage. Inspiration fuels my drive, which was once fostered by rage. I have evolved into the woman God created me to be. My passion is my purpose is my poetry. And it all started with me, believing in me. I am Empress Poetry. Good evening, Jamaica. Thank you. My second piece is dedicated to my sisters. We've been beat down, they try to shut us up, they try to just, they don't want us to exist no more. So I am appealing to every last one of the lioness in here to rise with me. Your roar has been minimized to a purr. Darkness deafens your light. Your dreams have been stolen by the fears that nurtures your plight. Lioness, arise. Rise like the beautiful sun that greets you from the sky. Let your light shine so bright it burns your enemy's eyes. Show your strength in all that you do. Release the weaknesses of your past. Allow the Creator to use you. Use your jewel filled with wisdom, overflowing knowledge from the crown. Show the world why you should never be held down. You are a lioness, now rise. Your dreams and purpose deflect the threats of your demise. Traps have been set. There's false premise of promise. Delusions of grandeur, all sealed with a Judas kiss. You've been broken? We all have. You've been lied to, so so have I. Dwelling deep inside of us is what we need to survive. Dig, discover inner goals. Find what you need in order to free your soul. Let your destiny be your prey. Stalk elevation every day. You've got to fight for the honor of your pride. Stop licking your wounds and allowing yourself to be pushed aside. Your cubs are watching, and so is the rest of your lair. As a natural-born leader, you must devour your fears. Don't become endangered in this jungle we call life. You are all queens, lioness.
All right. Poetry has the right.
Yes.
Our final piece is dedicated to the brothers. And sisters, listen, y'all can come on this journey with us too, okay? I sat back last night and reminisced on the first time that we made love. I smiled as those memories flooded my mind and I relived that journey. Oh, I remember looking into your eyes and comparing them to the land of Kevin New. You laid me across a blanket made of brown mudcloth. I reached my arms up and welcomed you to the motherlands. You entered that Cairo and made your way to the Sahara Desert where the heat intensified even as you created oasis after oasis, making it as wet as the Amazon jungle. You climbed the high mountains of Kenya and dipped into the red valleys. Your body spoke a language as smooth as the French that flows in Sierra Leone. Slowly you made your way to Mecca, moving skillfully around the pyramids of Giza, creating such excitement that the head of the Sphinx started spinning. Isis and Ra awoke from their mummified state and gazed in amazement as you broke the dam and allowed the river Nile to flow free. You wrote hieroglyphics on my walls and then headed for more. I sat back last night and reminisced on the first time that we made love. I smiled as those memories flooded my mind and I relived that journey. Oh, I remember looking into your eyes and comparing them to twinkling stars. You laid me across a blanket made of black velvet. I reached my arms up and welcomed you to the universe. You encircled my planets, recreating the rings around Saturn, conjuring delusions as dense as the bands of clouds on Uranus. You moved with the ease of the retrograde rotation of Pluto, I swear. I've seen as many as 8 moons on Neptune when you touched my spot, increasing my body temperature to the photosphere of the sun. I landed on Venus, struggling to breathe as you sailed through the Milky Way. You went so deep it was as if you were digging the canals on Mars, and the passion within me flowed like lava on Mercury. You reproduced nuclear reactions deep within the core of my existence. The explosions went off and I saw shooting stars and Halley's Comet. And a kiss caressed me as I descended to Earth. I sat back last night and reminisced on the first time that we made love. I smiled as those memories flooded my mind and I relived that journey. Oh, I remember Jamaica. I remember, thank you.
That was awesome! No, especially the last one, the Jamaican people that say, what are some sweet time? It's sweet time, did she make mommy rap out of them? I want them rap mommy now. I love it, give it up one more time for Empress Poetry! Alright, up next, we're bringing a king on the thing now, because we've had some queens in a row. So let's nice it up with a king now. Yeah, we're Shadai. Shadai to the stage.
Yeah, give thanks, Portland. Give thanks to this poem as a platform where we use to express ourselves as a people. So you can see there's many different genres of poetry. So this time we say, I would like to open up your memory bank. You know, like when a doctor do a surgery? Yeah, to find the cure. Alright, so you can start, my general, please. Yeah. You know, as Africans, we have a vast history. Even from Kemet, the cradle of civilization, and now we can express ourselves about what our ancestors do. Now this is the dawn of my continuous rebirth, ascending and descending, constantly appearing and disappearing, portraying myself as the very tiniest particles of atom, the very aspect of a tomb raw. I'm a moon raw, and no one can fathom my existence, no mortals. My genealogy is more ancient than everything created, even long, long before their genesis. Telekinesis is one of my evolving attributes, manifolded in sterile spaces, moving objects, orbiting the universe within and without, coming forth from the darkness, from the black hole. Now I'm seated in the sun's core, glowing like the birth of a new beginning, manifolded in endless form, shape, and size, creating heat waves, light rays, coming forth by day and by night, constantly changing, evolving and revolving. It is I who borders the rivers and the seas. The oceans obey me. I set the limit for all seasons. I exist before time, enduring through endless time. From me nothing is hidden. No books can recall all my attributes. I reveal the Bible, the Torah from the tip of my tongue, the revelation of the Quran, the Gnostic teachings, the Kabbalion. I am the eye of enlightenment. Every religion look through my spectacle. There are no boundaries to my spirituality. I'm in the blood of every living being. I control the Nibiru's, the Anunnaki. I exist in celestial beings, sometimes invisible, like the Atlantis, the Sumerian. They all live in the bowels of my world, and the earth is in awe of my crossing, and no one can fathom my never-ending changes. I created the Metonetta, bringing light to the world, the life of the obelisk, represented in symbols, the source of all energy, the all-seeing high traveling waves, endless frequency, sometimes above, sometimes below, vibrating and energizing simultaneously and selectively, like the courage of a lion, the only true royalty. I'm in your ancestors' memory, and my name will be highly exalted, even in the cosmic realm. I am nectar, living in the nectar room, and no human can withstand the degree of my cold, or the heat of my lava. I travel in the wind. To me the storm is like a drip of your teardrops. If I should cry, it should be like a tsunami. I use lightning in the time of my wrath, and my name is like a rolling thunder. When I utter, the earth shook. The earth sing my praise. I live in songs. Listen to my everlasting music. You can find my peace in silence. I'm a natural mystic. I'm a Munro. Call me Haile Selassie, the same Buddha. I exist in the universal languages. The child called me Haba, some call me Master, the Master Builder, expressing my greatness through Mama, perfectly divine, inviting you in my world of peace and serenity, in meditation and calculation, in visions and aspiration, an instrument of your praise, in solemn attainment. I will lead in the way everlasting. Your power is in my court. There is none before me, and there shall be none after. I'm the infinite power, and all that I said will be done. I'm as everlasting as the sun, the father of creation, in never-ending love. I reveal myself to your actions. I live in your dreams. I reveal myself to your mind. I am deep within all perfection and purity. Do you all remember me? Do you all remember me? You will never forget I. As long as life exists, as long as the illusions of death keep on portraying itself, I'm a Bunmo! Call me Haile Selassie. I want to invite you in my world of unconquerable peace and unconquerable love. I rule with equity, with the power of truth, bringing peace to all people, with justice and good judgment. I'm sovereign over all, compassionate to all, and in my blissful world, I cover all like the sky, connecting to all in consciousness, in all appearance. I'm a Munro. Call me Haile Selassie. You can call me light. You can call me light. I'm a Munro. Call me Haile Selassie. You can call me light. You can call me light. Yes, my selector, bless you, give thanks. Yeah, that's just open up your memory bank, you know, like you know how very vast and intelligent beings we are. Yes, my general, listen. Well, today there is a very important patriarch in the place, Mama Fire, and this is her birthday. So if I don't do something for her, I wouldn't feel good. So can you give me something, please? Next track. Yeah. Black it too. Yeah, to all you nice and beautiful ladies out there, to all you strong and courageous women, Rastafari salute you 100%, you know. Ha! This empress reminds me of one of Africa's ancient warriors. All when the lions are asleep, she stands tall in the pride as the lioness. Them used to call her Blackie Boo, Blackie Tutus, or a Black Pickaninny. Some say her nose flat and out. She's the cosmic intelligence, the sustained at the beginning, like a valiant warrior or a night warrior. Damn, she's so vigilant. And her mind is so strong, so she steps like a mighty giant. You can call her a survivor of all ages or a life defender. But when the battle is waged, until death, she will never ever surrender. She's like queen and singer. Yeah, Santo Anande Kandeke. I remind me of the goddess, the African woman. So how could they not make mention of her from starting the creation story? Now here she goes, carrying on the DNA of those who robbed her for rightful glory. In her voice I could hear the goddess of balance and order. I call her majestic, the goddess of love and prosperity. Like the sun, the moon, the wind. Damn, you're the goddess of fertility. She's the cosmic intelligence, the sustainability. She always reminds me of race pride. She's a leader even from her childhood. Speaking of ancient Africa, before we became slaves, serfs or jaw of wood, she said race first. She never ever tried to erase her black carbonated skin, embracing the very thought that the black woman's beauty is deep within. I can see that she's from the Fire Nation, chanting with the pillars of purity, chanting upright. She never differed from her unstained spirituality. She was born to heal, not to she's a nurturous calm as the lake. And in the ultimate victory of good over evil, like her ancient ancestors, she never ever lose her faith. In her voice I could hear the goddess of balance and order. I call her majestic, the goddess of love and prosperity. Like the sun, the moon, the rain. Damn, you're the goddess of fertility. She's the cosmic intelligence, the sustainer, the beginner. Like a valiant warrior or a night warrior. Oh, she's so vigilant. And her mind is so strong, so she steps like a mighty giant. You can call her a survivor of all ages or a life defender. So when the battle is waged until death, she will never ever surrender. She's like queen and singer, your Santo Anande Kandeke. A reminder of the cosmic goddess, the African woman. So how could they not make mention of her from starting the creation story? Now here she goes, carrying on the DNA of those who robbed her for rightful glory. Yeah, give thanks. Mama Fire, big up yourself. And all the nice and beautiful ladies in the place, I know that one goes to you. Nine. Yeah, as I say, more time we can't open a memory bank in a car. You have 1 to 9 letters in the numbers in the numerology, right? And then put it at 10. So when you have got 10, you start over.
The man in black, I request the man in black.
Yes, glad.
Yeah. On entering the Sphinx, the adherent asks the question, what is the number of man? What is the number of man? What is the number of man? What walk at 4 in the morning, and on 2 in the evening, and on 2 at midday? I'm a 9 etabin. We in the Kemet, that's a God with the nectar. the combination of all gases in the universe. So 9 is the only indestructible number. Multiply 9 by any number and the sum will always be 9. 9 plus any digit returns to the same digit. So 9 is the biggest number. 9 is the growth of an African. Pull it up. But everybody like pull-ups there, but you know I think yeah. And entering the Sphinx, the adherent asks the question, what is the number of man? What is the number of man? What is the number of man? I'm alive at a being. We in the chemist, not a God, we send it. We in the chemist, not a God, we send it. 9 ether, the combination of all gases in the universe. So 9 is the only indestructible number. Multiply 9 by any number, the sum will always be 9. 9 plus any digit returns to the same digit. So 9 is the biggest number. 9 is the growth of an African kinky hair, and the right way to count is from 0 to 9. So you can do the maths. 9 letters in Shadai. I is the 9th letter in my name. The 9th letter in the alphabet is I. It takes 9 months of baby's birth, so you can see 9 everywhere. There's 1,440 minutes in a day. The sum is still 9. There's 86,400 seconds in a day. The sum is still 9. There's 10,080 minutes in a week. The sum still repeats 9. There's 525,600 minutes in a year. The sum is still 9. So 9 balances the linear duality. Same way 9 balances the linear polarity. Every axis and the tetrahedron all adds up to 9. The 8th vertex and the Merkaba adds up to 36. Still equivalent to the 9. So you can do the maths. 9 letters in Shadai. R is the 9th letter in my name. The 9th letter in the alphabet is I. It takes 9 months of baby's birth, so you can see 9 everywhere. The digital root 144,000 govern time and space, light and sound. They say there are 1,440 cast stone in the Giza pyramid. The Bible says 144,000 elect, and the Katumba Kundale cycle in the Mayan calendar is 144,000 years. So 90 degree, 180 degree, 360 degree, 720 degree, all equivalent to the 9. The sum of 4 digits including 9 is 36. So you cannot distinguish between 9 and 0. The digital root in astronomy is 72. Still relate to the 9s. So you can do the maths. 9 letters in Shadai. R is the 9th letter in my name. The 9th letter in the alphabet is I. It takes 9 months of your baby's birth, so you can see 9 everywhere. I listed last year was grown 250 kilometers on the throne in Ethiopia. Bob Marley born at 9 miles, transcended 36 till seas at the 9. So they say there are 9 planets in the universe. So 9 is the infinite wisdom, the construction of your daily geometrics, the regular sum of a number in a polygram, and the music frequency to return to the 9. So 9 balances in the duality, same way 9 balances polarity. Yeah, bashing it this time, that's just 9.
Impossible.
Well, a man say my request black a sound, so I just do the one the acapella. And cool it off, yeah. Where is the love for the man in black? Is there no love for the woman in black? So black a fight, black is like a shark attacker. It's not like the Black Panther and the Ku Klux. Now the Ku Klux turn against the black man. Still shadows of white man's brutality rushes across my mind. Still it's so hard for me to survive amongst my own kind. Black and black just nasty eye to eye. So they are living the Mosaic law and eye for an eye. Now we are all blind to see that the ones getting hurt is you and me. Can't trust the man in black. He's a brother, but it seems like him and coke and cracker. See now him can't even find him way back. Is this an illusion or it's a fact? Tell me, is this an illusion or it's a fact? That the one I should be aware of is the man in black. Like a carrying a brim comes to them, will carry it down. If you want them to sell out, just give them a drink of rum. See how quick them send gunman to come gun you down. Then they talk about them killing people and we kill man for fun. See, it's only your black brothers and sisters that drop a gun. Every time I put a foot forward, black man I tell me to step back. In my ring China school like me doing something. Now removing in mind from the state of a dumb thing. See the hype up when I go out with this one bag of gun thing when it's only black man them a kill. So black a start to kill him brother for a dollar bill. In a real life for no reason he will take your life. Sitting behind the back in a bill of strife. Someone even want to cut your throat with a knife. Then still ask, oh black man can't unite. So me tell them me is not a black, me is a Rastafari. Cause enough black on the outside but on the inside of white. Black against black, that's all them love for inside. Some say them not black again. Cause them bleach out them melanin. Can't believe I saw them eat them black skin. And some are deal with that just ism, schism. A black out him sister with a bag of criticism. I move like true, that is chariot. But if you know a good for your blacker, you better hurry back. I talk about is not an African, so you become a nigger. Now all they become is a white man gold digger. You know, see, they're the bottom of the race ladder. Like a junkie man, like you know, see your stagger. I stop a teacher, what you want to be a free under another man color. Can't unite a self-hate brother. Reducing yourself what you want to be a scavenger. A big by each other like a vulture. It seems like them wash out your brain. You really get a brainwash. And a big culture shock. My brother promised to give me a gunshot. So we all get a big setback. Black against black. This is not an illusion, it's a fact. This is not an illusion, it's a fact. I think it's because them change your habitat. You know, see I move like a white sheep in a black flock. You think I chat, me love chat, but it burns me to see what black I do to black. Me want them to make a change, but it seems like them only want a change. It seems like a dollar bill too good for them. You now go Africa, you know no love yourself. I talk about heaven and hell. I move like you're under some terrible Henry Morgan spell. I was born from the black race, but now my brother ain't to see my black face. It seems that black life doesn't matter. Some talk and a stutter, them will even rob them sister, little bread and butter. But the same way you spread a bed blacker, the same way you gonna lie in it. You talk about you gonna obey your brother, and if you unite to do something good, you say can't work, you can't bother. And if you kill your sister, you find it a pleasure. So to your own, you becomes a vampire. And tear down your own empire. So many Bible, the hands of a nigger, homicide, genocide, sell out blacker is under this guise. Sitting behind the back and criticize. All him do is live a lie. All him do is fantasize. Trying to live the white man dream. So when everyone gone to progress, him still fighting him own, leaving mothers to scream, a walla in him own mess. So it really made me vex to see how black are really a flex. I talk about man for dead. So I'm a struggling brother, one foot, both a shot in him brother head. It seems like a misled, black have been misled. So I always wonder if black are gonna make a change. I always wonder when black are gonna make a change. So change to the better instead. You know the crime and violence really bad in Jamaica and all over the world. So we have to look within ourselves, you know, that people stay away with it. So that's the last one. You always a couple of short. One more, give me what you got. Let's go. Yeah, so in Jamaica today we can see many of the sisters in them and the virgin them start to use the bleaching cream. And you know them bleach out them melanin to look like something that they are not. So we can't promote that. So everywhere there's sister in our era want to live, please promote naturality, not bleaching, no synthetic hair, no false hair, no eyelash. And them things. You ready, my boss? Yeah, to all the girls that have the synthetic hair, the bleaching cream, the tattoo, the big and bumper bottom with falls, and all of them things there, no? Why not do that? Alright. Look at your nice, beautiful skin, girl, just love what you got. Now make them trick you and tell it's a sin if your skin color is black. Look at that nice, natural ear, girl, it's God, give you that. You change that 100 years to an ear, girl. Why you do that? Sometimes you don't want this grandma days would have ever come back. When woman did have some nice ways, I never did act so slack. When them did love them natural beauty, full up of pride and easy for shame. As a woman, she know her duty. No woman can't call upon name. Look at your nice, beautiful skin, girl. Just love what you got. Now make them trick you until it's a sin. If your skin color is black, look at your nice natural hair, girl. It's dark. girl virginity. As she going at the ramping shop. Now she in a 9 months of pregnancy. All of the ramping, no one can stop her. She was mommy, pretty little angel. And daddy, pretty little saint. Now she a move like a virgin and Jezebel. And I call her period of pain. Look at your nice, beautiful skin. Girl, just love what you got. Now let them trick you and tell it's a sin. If your skin color is black. Look at that nice natural ear. Girl, it's God, give you that. You change your 100 ears to the ear. May wonder why you do that. Hey. This boy, big up and give thanks. All the people in the audience, I love you.
Thank you, give it up for the talented Shadai. Alright, we're going to continue. I have 2 more points to call up in my set, and then I'm going to hand over to one of my colleagues. And then the program continues. Y'all having a good time?
Yes,
When I was telling a friend, they said, don't miss it next year. Not true.
Yes.
And we start promote friend this evening. Make sure who them on TikTok, who them on Facebook, who's on Twitter. Yeah, we use up the metaverse for the good purposes, right? That's right. All right. Up next, I'm gonna call a very talented, experienced, inspired poet to the stage. He's been a part of the Royal African Soldiers, but also has his own career as a poet. So give it up for Neto Mates!
Good.
Yes, sir.
Royal African soldiers. Positive. That's the only way to live. I know. Rasta said so. I'm going to flow, 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 flow. Positive. That's the only way to live. I know. Rasta said so. I'm going to flow, 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 flow. One chance, one shot, so I give you all I got. Never gonna stop, wanna rise to the top.
Rasta.
Royal African soldiers on my team, on my flock. Never gonna flop, it's the creep of the crop. Sound like there's a rock up, also got the city lock up. If you never know for that to tell a daughter. One blood, one bleed, and the lust and the greed, and the wants and the need, and the youth stop the feed. Give the man a need, what's the code and the creed? Yes, indeed, yes, I bless I, the tongue tune of freedom. But that's the name of free, set of free. Skip the cheese. One chance to make it, and I know I got to take it. So long I've waited, so no, my time has come. I got one chance to make it, and I won't be frustrated. I will not be underrated. I must be number one. Get the job done.
Are you all ready now for me to switch it up again? I have many queens on the program this evening, and I'm so pleased about that, by the way. Taco, run up and give up the man. I say, but we need to see the man them on the stage show, them, the one them who can sing and DJ. Not true? Yes, man, one heap of them there, Jamaica full of talent, and so is the Caribbean. And the diaspora, you know, black people, they will shine. No matter what, them throw dirt pound way. Them do all these things too, we could have named them out. And still, we rise, not true? Yeah, man, and this poetry thing is a very big part of our culture and our roots, and we really have to keep it and support it. So I love what I see and go on. Alright, so my sister is coming to the stage, not only doing both work at RFM, but she is a poet, she's a writer, she's the lovely Pat Clark! If you listen to Jamaica Corner, this is the lady. Alright? And she have a Jamaican saying them, but I don't know where she finds some of them. Pat Clark!
Who am I? Captured from the shores of West Africa, stripped, black, beautiful, naked, queen of the motherland, transported to Jamaica, shackled, ravished, raped. You thought I would have been broken, that these words would never have been spoken. I am here to look into your eyes, to pour scorn on your untruthful lies, fabricated in the pages of his. No, your story is not my story. Looking back at the blood-stained pages of the past, stunned by the anguish, agony, and pain. Many died, but their lives were not in vain. The spirit of Africa will never be taken. Her gems of wisdom never forsaken. Though the bodies were enslaved, freedom lived in the minds. The shackles are gone. Are they? Who am I? I am here to right the wrong, to help us sing our freedom song, to tell my people we are bold, brave, strong. We are black and we are proud. Let our pride be seen. Triumphant I stand, wise, strong, brave, black, bold, beautiful, African queen. I hope everybody's enjoying this wonderful poetry festival. This poem, alright, and that reads from Mutabaruka, this poem. Alright, so my next piece will be looking back a little bit at some of the legacy of colonialism. This one is entitled Sugar.
Sheila, how dare you?
Sugar. To my people, you have never really been sweet. You placed the shackles on our feet. To our lips, your taste was deceiving. For centuries, you left our ancestors grieving. Scars exposed from cruel lashes. Africans embroiled in freedom clashes. All because of the sugar cane. My people suffered so much pain. Even after freedom we gained, your legacy with us still remained. Haunted by your strange addiction. Diabetes is now our common affliction. A chronic disease my people you seized. As mindlessly our taste buds we try to please. To break the cycle we must learn that for your unnatural calories we should never yearn. S. Surely you have caused us distress. You, under your spell, our health is a mess. G. Great is our desire for you. A. Afflicted are many by the harm you do. R. Ritualistic lifestyle. Sugar in your coffee. Sugar in your tea. Sugar in the bloodstream. Sugar. Are we free? Alright, so I want to do a tribute to Miss Lou. So this one is entitled Tribute to Miss Lou. Alright, we have a little bit of our Jamaican patois in it. Tell me who I go take the place of Miss Lou. Them don't have a clue who I go take the place of Miss Lou. Such a Jamaican icon with a cultural mission. She did full of ambition. From out of Kingston City, what a woman, is nice and sweet and pretty as a lady. She was bold and brave and afraid the Jamaican patois. She didn't love to chat all over the world. And she carried that from BBC to Jamaican TV. Ring, ding, she have Jamaican picnic a sing. What a sing thing. She give them the wriggle, make the picnic them giggle, them dance and twist and them body just a jiggle. She not believe in a here diggle. Jamaican puss them down carry figure. She teach the children the truth. And she don't want to fool the little youth. She was a mover, a shaker, a motivator, a cultural woman who did love the theater. Jamaican language she not see as no curse. She used it to make colonization reverse. She said Jamaican people could never be the worst. We come first. We come first. Tell me who could have take the place of Miss Lou? Them don't have a clue. I could have who? I gonna take the place of Miss Lou. Let me give you the clue. I'm me and you. I gonna take the place of Miss Lou. So make we cut and go through. Are you and me? I gonna take the place of Miss Lou. Jamaicans love her for true. Jamaicans love her for true. Jamaicans love her for true. Aye, aye, aye. Alright, so this last piece I'm doing, of course, is dedicated to Rastakura and this wonderful poetry festival. Started out as a seed for seed exchange. I don't know if he's exchanging seeds this time. But, you know, all in honor of the food scarcity. So this one is called food scarcity. Food security. Seed for seed exchange. Nobody thinks that's strange. Rotten can't be from Brazil. Are we them a plan for kill? Long time Rasta man I tell you say ground you fit till. But some of you don't rate him. And rotten food you gonna yam still. And when you fall ill, you take Babylon pill. A long time Rastakura tell you about the food war. You think a blar him did a blar? Hey, make we protect we say. No yam, no plastic rice off a Babylon shelf. Me feel like say me want to chant. A couple head of yam me want to go plant. Genetically modified food make nice and decent people want one root. Pass the hole, make me clear the weed. Dark night a come, make we plant some seed. Callaloo, lettuce and pop chow. Make we do it now. Make we show them how. We not go kill ourselves with we teeth. Naturally grown Jamaican food, healthy, wholesome, nice and sweet. You don't want some feed? Yeah. I am going to eat some right now.
Thank you. Give it up for the lovely multi-talented Pat Clark. All right. And she's representing from my parish of Westmoreland, and that's where we come from. All right, so I'm ready to bring up my final point in this segment. He's sitting right here in the front. Been waiting for some time now. Before we go into it, just remember you can get your This Poem merchandise over where we have things on sale, and make sure you check out all the stores. Big up to all the beautiful artisans and creators here today, and sales people and everybody doing their thing. All right, beautiful with the food and the drinks and everything, the fashion. I love it all. All right, so I'm gonna take my leave of the stage after I introduce my next poet. Until later, I'll be around. Thanks to everybody for coming out, and please stay because the program continues, all right? So, from St. Lucia, representing in Jamaica.
Greetings, Jamaica. My name is Yaya. I like a preacher and I come to deliver word, sound, and power. Heart to heart is fire. Love and respect, my only desire, what I require from one another. Blessings. You see, The systematic ideology they will try to indoctrinate, segregate to domesticate, spread lies and hate. The flower garden of humanity they can't appreciate. But the truth cannot be disguised no matter how hard they try. Beware of what they imply. For it is written, judgment days after you die, and on the earth you will not be satisfied. That is a lie. You see, the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. Your riches are within your rich. Be mindful of what they teach. For they will give you the sea, but you can't walk the shores. Create medications, not cures. Make things attractive to get you distracted. Their minds are twisted with lies and deceit. Do anything to advance and cheat. But remember, in everyone lies a purpose. Don't live your life like a clown in a circus. For far too long we've been fooled by the treasures of illusion, fighting a battle of internal confusion. We were told of St. Nick going down the chimneys, bearing gifts, just another trick. By the sweat of thy brow, man shall eat. Don't be convinced by all the lies. December 25th is not the birth of Christ, and heaven is not in the sky. Hypnotize. The Almighty dwells within you and I. So don't let them fool you, confuse you, tell you about his story and hiding the true story, making it a mystery. With the false documentation, brainwash education, manipulation, they create an illusion with religion that cause destruction. The words have two edges, one side is like butter, and the other side would cut so deep, but the truth is within. Search thyself to find, recognize the time, liberate your mind. Though darkness might cover your life, but like the sun you must emerge with light. Those circumstances destined to dampen your purpose, you must stand strong. You have to stay focused. Stay focused. Stay focused. Be mindful of the propaganda. They come with lies. But remember, the truth always conquers. Yes, blessings. Alright, I have to make my foot feel the earth, you know. Yes, I am Solution. I live in New York though, but St. Lucia is my home. Sweet home. You know, a week ago, or sometime last week, I think it was Tuesday, a son of your soil died. He transitioned to the ancestors, Harry Belafonte. So this is my little piece to him. Oh, island in the sun, where my people has toiled from time began. I may sail far away abroad, but this land will always be home to me. So I hop on the Iron Bird destination, a beautiful island in the Caribbean, a place where I could taste the flavor and smell the rain. A place where the rivers run clean, and in winter we trees still green. Yes man, in winter we trees still green. Where your morning alarm, cocks crowing, blackbirds singing, aroma of fresh coffee and cocoa tea, roast breadfruit, charcoal burning. That is where I'm going to be. I ain't not talking no shit man, I going back home to leave it. The temperature in New York City, I cannot take it. One time it's cold, the other time it's hot, hot like fire. So I going back to my beautiful island, to some warm and sunny weather, year round. I remember children outside playing marbles, jacks, high jumps, cowboys and crooks, while the older fellas in the savannah playing football and cricket. That is where I'm going to be. I going back home no matter what the US immigration say to me. I not changing my mind. I ready long time. Then save some money, now I'm getting out of the stressful city. I may sail from many seas, but this place, St. Lucia, Jamaica, will always be home to me. So I'm living on the next jet plane and I'm not coming back again. I'm gonna sit by the seashore, shake my natty dread, me eye well read, Watch the tide roll, sunrise to sunset. It's a mango, Julie, sugar apple, golden apple in the sauce, cassava. Drink plenty of coconut water. Now tell me, what else could be better? My grandmother preparing green banana and saltfish, zabuka. But don't forget the mango, cocoa beef, and the jupa. Man, the sweet, you know. But all that food talking, having my mouth dripping. Gasam, Melipuale. Super women who serve Kodemeye. Translation, man, I have to go. If you don't see me, you know where I'll be. Alright. Yes, thank you. So, I see enough pretty woman in the house. Yes. Enough African ladies. We love y'all, you know. You know, me love all women. But I must say, I prefer black women. No offense.
Blap.
African woman, descendants of kings and queens, rich mahogany skin, strong, sexy, eloquent, creative creatures. Your graceful curved hips dances to the rhythm of your feet, your plump tender lips, sugar apple sweet. The melodious tone of your voice bubbles the soul, can't complete any man's world. Your sunshine eyes and contagious smile, every man wants to win your prize. Your combination of African flavors creates your unique figure. Your deep-rooted culture shapes your personality, your character. Yes, and you've got swagger. Right below your waist, that concealed space, more refreshing than a cool drink of water. Finger licking, tongue rolling on my lips, sugarcane sweet and coconut treats. African woman, you're so deliciously sweet. Your words penetrate my brain, stimulate my mind, rearrange my thoughts. Let me come navigate your canals and explode into your sea, woman. I want to be one with you, the one for you, come with you, into you. So seeds in your garden that's hidden, then we can procreate new thoughts and ideas. Because alongside every great man, there is a greater woman. You take me to a higher place, you motivate. I'm addicted to you. The way you articulate inspires. You set my soul on fire. I'm intrigued by your mind and captured by your sting. I love the energy you bring. You make my heart sing. Hallelujah. Your friend, a lover, a wife, a sister, a mother. But sometimes you're also the father. Blessed is your womb that brings forth life. You complete me, you conceive me, and yes, you are the mother of my son, magnificent a woman. You turn nights into day and make pains go away, contrary to what some men say. You are a masterpiece, because you wear a crown, and you're a queen, lady, and so you should be treated. No ifs, no buts, no maybes. You're an example of creation. You personifies perfection. You're phenomenal. Mother of civilization, African woman, we love you, never, ever will I leave you for another. Thank you. Yes, that one endless for me. So I'm going to do my last piece, you know, give thanks, Jamaica, big up to Ras Takua for making this possible, you know. The last piece, I just want to leave you all with self-love, you know. They say the greatest love there is the love of self. So I love myself, yes. I love myself. Conceited, some say, vain, egotistic, self-centered, cocky, I might add. But I don't give a shit because I love myself. You see, I was born by myself and will die by myself. So tell all the haters, well, screw themselves. When I look in the mirror, I see a reflection of myself. And that is why I love myself. Don't misinterpret me. I was conceived by someone else. And we love, respect everything in God's universe. But first, I must love myself. I don't worship myself, but I believe in myself, trust in myself, respect myself. I will always stay true to myself. I wrote this poem all by myself. I speak to myself. Yes. Yes, but the thing, I speak to myself, listen to myself. Sometimes I even answer myself. I concentrate, meditate to alleviate every negative thought from myself. One must know thyself, overstand thyself, to liberate thyself. You see, love yourself. Love yourself.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alright, that was very good. Give it up, give it up. Alright, so like I said, Rasiaya is the last point I am responsible for in this segment of the show. Alright, remember to check out the stalls, support the people who are out here with the food, the juices, all the different, craft items, clothing, all the things which are here. Art, jewelry, all of that by our beautiful people. And so is the poetry and everything that we've gathered for today is all good and well, right? Okay, so up next I'm going to call up, I would say, there's many things to call Mr. Barnett, but he is a lecturer at the University of the West Indies. He's an entertainment / music, like I said, adjectives beyond my own vocabulary. So Dr. Barnett is going to come and host the next segment of the show. Please make him welcome, everybody, Dr. Michael Barnett.
Thank you, DJ Amber. Yeah, man, let's clap her, man. Great, outstanding, The voice, one of the voices of IRA FM, trust me, Great. Easy skanking, check it out. Right now, I want to also big up the promoter, Rastakura, putting on a great cultural, Afrocentric event, keeping the culture alive and burning, and I respect that to the max. So, let's also give Rastakura a royal round of applause, guys. He deserve it, man. Working hard. We love to see that. But right now, talking about Rastakura, as you know, he was part of a group which has come back, has re-emerged, Royal African Soldiers, RAS. And gives me great pleasure to introduce one of the members of Royal African Soldiers, and I'm talking none other than Jin Su. Let's give it up for Jin Su from Royal African Soldiers. Yeah, man. Yes, level vibes. Yes, Jin Su, are you time?
Organ Prof, doctor. And this is not the only doctor in the house. I have Kadama and knife in the place. I have some other ones too, but I'm not really medical doctor. The others, doctor for the mind and the heart and the soul. So, wow, it's really a joy and an honor to be here today to see all of these beautiful people. I even see a legend in a place one time, a Ukunuru, I know some Ukunuru, Yeah, big up to my brother Rastakura, big up to Neto Meeks in the ghetto in the streets. And mommy, Amina, you see me say, and Mina, you kinda love. You know what I'm saying? Going to that supernova Earth strong. But you see, because of time, and we overstand, even my time get cut too, no matter how big we small, said we. Some of us say because there are others to forward. So while them do them thing, let me just go into our message. Because just the other day, we did on a month ago commemorate Bad Friday when the government did launch an attack on the Rastafaris in 1966 and it was a horrid thing. See what I'm saying? So it's not only Rastafari, Bad Friday I remember in April, I also remember what happened in Rwanda in 1994. So anytime April come out, that's the first thing come to my mind. That was the most horrid thing I've ever seen as a young man. So I always remember this. Love that for now. So the question is, who paid the cost? That is what I'm asking. Who paid the cost for the Holocaust? It's the big boss. Who paid the cost for the Holocaust? It's the big boss. Call him Goldfinger or Rockefeller. It's the big boss. Don't test him when him cross or you get tossed. It's the big boss. Now listen. International bankers funding wars. Program your mind with the life of the stars. Exotic food and expensive cars. Man to the moon, now it's man to the Mars. Test biological weapons in Africa. Strains of malaria, strains of Ebola. In a test tube population killer. This is the thriller, not in Manila. Cause no one is the winner. Cause some have in abundance and some have no dinner. And that's not fair to those who really care. And that's not fair to those who come to share. Trials and crosses they come to bear. Fighting the wars while we're living in fear. Refugees have to flee cause they fear machete. They remember April, Hutu and Tutsi. Tutsi I get chopped down to the baby. While the whole world sit down watch it on the TV. Is it genocide? Don't know. Maybe in 10 years time make a documentary. Another tragedy gone down in history. So who pay the cost for the Holocaust? It's the big boss. Ask who pay the cost for the Holocaust? It's the big boss. Call him Goldfinger or Rockefeller. It's the big boss. Don't test him when him cross or you get tossed. It's the big boss. Now listen. Sit down on the Council of Foreign Relations. Set policy for the United Nations. Impose doctrines of non-proliferations. Through the back door sell tanks and ammunition. You plan the crusades, you plan the inquisitions. Knights of the round table on a mission. I see a little lamb speaking like a dragon. Give strength to the wounded beast in my vision. You plan slavery and the ethnic division. The richest, most powerful make the decisions. Which freedom fighter get execution? Or 27 years deep in the dungeon. Chop off the head and the body can't function. Little by little, revolution, reduction. I look around and I see no patriots willing to give them life on the spot. Like Malcolm and Martin and Marcus get shot. A real revolutionary love when it's hot. It's so hot, spicy and hot. It's so hot it make my blood start. So yo, who pay the cost for the Holocaust? It's the big boss. Who pay the cost for the Holocaust? It's the big boss. Call him Goldfinger or Rockefeller. It's the big boss. So don't test him when him cross or you get tossed. Yo, that's the big boss. I have some ones that were here earlier, some Rastafari, you know, talk about indigenous stuff. Yo, you have some serious ones in the place, you know. I know we're having this constitutional change and so forth. A lot of changes and Maroons and Rastafari. We have to really know what going on. You know, because we in a lot of fight for a lot of things. But we have, as I was speaking to Miss Amina earlier, you see, if you're not willing to throw the first stone or jump over the fence, nothing will go on. Somebody have to willing for
of Wurdz Jaja. And Wurdz Jaja is a computer graphic artist, is multi-talented. He is not only a poet, but also an author. And he's written many books. Just trying to put up the bio that I have on him, which I just got sent recently. So, but Wurdz Jaja is known for his authorship, and I just want to let you know he's multi-talented. So without further ado, let's bring it up. Give it up for Wurdz Jaja. Yes, Wurdz Jaja, your time.
Hiya, I wonder how much people inside here are listening to it. Because you see how this poem is. This poem is not just where they're on the stage, just so you know. This poem is where I go on all up there, so the business, them, the people them where I sell them little things. Because sometimes conversation they over there, so over there, so over there, so over there, so. And sometimes we don't have to feel like who up this are here, but who up this are here are the poetry on them same terms. But guess what now? We are going to capture who we can capture. Not true? In this poem, yeah. Hail up to the President Rastakura. And the poetry me I do, but we have rhyme in a way, not true? Yeah. We're not screw. Anyway, I come a forward for say a whole heap of things. And the whole heap of things them we are forward for say, we may not even overstand it again after we reach. Because we keep talking about the troubles, the trials, and the tribulations. But what about the triumphs? Yes. We triumph over injustice, witch practice, government and private sector, enough, whole heap of psychological tricks. We triumph over Bad mind and grudgeful, envy and doubtful. We keep positive, so triumph over negative. We triumph and then can't hold with back. Opportunity, full stack. Climb all past the top, think about that. We triumph over subjugation. Them so hegemonical. We triumph over slavery. Atlantic Ocean, no way. So hey, tell them, not do a thing to try frighten me. Because we triumph over intimidation, indoctrination, defamation, discrimination. We even triumph past them wicked, dirty crucifixion. We triumph over this and we triumph over that. We triumph past them dirty poison pot. Them genetical food and every damn thing them confused. We triumphant and guess what? We can't lose. Higher heights! Now the little sister and the two children them we came up here. You see, if the little one still there, I want her to know say, no feel no way when you come on stage and kind of forget a line. Maybe you can jump on the other verse. You know, enough time poets and artists come on stage and you don't even know so them forget them line. You know, we do that and we professionalize happen. So just go and straighten up yourself, my girl. So the word is reconstructionism. So make we reconstruct our shans of the ism. Get some blessing. Join hands together and have a social living. Improve the quality of life. Live better with your husband, better with your wife. To be social, you have to be in order. Honor your mother, honor your father, honor your sister, honor your brother. And don't make me hear say you left out your neighbor. We have to create a very new society. And this year when you know have to inner unity. We have to urge up a gradual change. And people we just have to rearrange. Governance in the schools, you not fit on fools. We have to recognize all good decisions. Just try not to wrong. And no fairy tale or rapper pam pam. We have to perform, yes, professionally to the time where you see a modern society. Recreate and build a public education. That's it have to please, yes, each and every one. Use the power of science to solve a problem. Natural medical business, the people defend and create opportunity for more employment. We want the future to be bright, not to be bleak. Open your eyes wide, stop from peep. Make the haves have and the have not get all people of the world computer literate. So make we reconstruct all shans of the ism. Get some blessing. Join hands together and have a social living. Higher heights! Now, we need to go perform that piece here somewhere. And because the Russian ambassador was coming there, the lady said to me, Ras Jaja, don't do that poem. I said, why? Because you don't know say the war are going. War in the east, war in the west, yes. War up north, yeah, yeah. War down south. War of a real revolutionary star. War. No peace in a near or far. You that kill you, that a foolishness. Man a kill woman, them and they walk cliffs. How who say that them are done? Who you are done for? Gunshot, ratatata killing out your brother. Domestic violence catching on big, and it seems like a son of people want to live. Gossiping a war, fighting at the lane, wounding one another, trauma in a pain. War in a plunder, imploding gender, foolishness, people surrender. So we are one in the system, rough, tough. Families living without no trust. War of a real revolutionary star. War. No peace in a near or far. Sometimes we have to wonder if a genocide are going. Killing pregnant mothers, so baby not for born. War in the city, in the rural too. Enough time we have to ask, I want to know. School youth, I want to go in the school, education you have to take. Dash we fool. For until the philosophy we turn calm in our defense. Callous people will have no conscience. So we are going in the world we are far around so. The people them we are war, we don't want no more. Stop thieving African land, say you're humanitarian. And then everything where you do, most people can't stand. Nuclear, all clear. And what them a do? Destroying the earth. Them a kuno. War! War! Of a real revolutionary star. And me say, war! No peace in a near or far. So, me have one more little piece, a different kind of thing, where that piece I want brought for this poem. But here we know, not me now have nothing to do with this poem, because this poem is a part of the thing. Me I talk to the sister in them now, don't it? And the woman them me I talk about now, you know. And me I wonder if I something good me I go say. I something good. The Ras tell her if you cook some food, but it seems like she get rude. From when day she not eat the cooking, when she a cook, she want cook pale chicken. The Ras tell her if stir up the dinner thing. She says she wants something more finger licking furthermore. Boom. I pick them can't grow up and stew. Say me no want them maga like you. And through this stew say she can't get a pound because she want to sexy and round. She says she have one greatest wish visit two fish pan the Ras dish. And she says she have another one too. When she cooking her chicken, she don't want him to screw. She said they pick them forget protein, vitamin for run through them stream. And they forget more milk and cheese. I pick them nothing blow in a breeze. From where day she not eat the cooking. When she a cook, she want cook pea chicken. The Ras tell her if stew up the dinner thing. She said she wants something more finger licking. She said even though she no wealthy, her picnic them must grow healthy. She said the ital stew get a tick, but she want two fish side a hit. She said she used to eat stew every day. Monotony no make she mind stray. And she said not only that, she said she tired of the whole for one pot. She said the Ras they really can cook and if no learn it out and no book. She said the picnic them tired for eat peas and she tired for them from ackee trees. From where day she no eat the cooking. When she a cook she want cook pale chicken. The Ras tell her to stew up the dinner thing. She said she wants something more finger licking.
Yeah man, let's give it up. Give it up for Ras Jaja. Yeah man, great stuff. Right now, we're keeping it rolling, shocking and rolling with the one another. Big artists, reggae artists as well as spoken word artists. You know him and the word, his description says it all. I'm talking about none other than wise words. Full of wise words, full of wisdom. Let's bring it up. Give it up for the one and only wise words. Yeah man.
Yes, Dr. Barney, give thanks. Portland, how they do? Big up Rastakura, you know what I mean? This poem, Wordz and Agro Festival. Big up all the poets them from near and far, Wakanda One, Black Ice, I see you, my man. You know what I mean? Bless up to the brethren from St. Lucia. Yes. And all the other ones and ones them from near and far. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, all the poets them were local on the ground. But as the brethren say, one of the legend transcend, and I hear him do a piece. And I have it set down my mind as a little freestyle for us. Knock off something to and I know that one. You know what I mean? We don't know Arabella Ponte, we don't know the words of the Banana Man. All me going to ask them to sing. Daylight come and we want to do what? Day-ho. Me say day, me say day, me say day, me say day, me say day. Daylight come and come in Saturday man, tally me banana. Six and seven and eight and bunch. Daylight. Day, me say day, me say day, me say day, me say day. Yo. Daylight come and me bang. Give me the more life, the man. Daylight come and me bang. Say come, me Saturday man, leave me banana. Daylight come and me bang up. Live 6 and 7 and 8 and daylight come and me bang up. The tally man has come. Your score has been tallied to 96. But as the flesh depart from us to distant shores, I hope that the spirit will return riding the waves of time, crushing on the banks of oak, splashing, dashing, singing sweet songs of the banana man. Daylight come and me want go home. Come me sa tally man, tally me banana. Daylight come and me want go. 6 and 7 and 8 and daylight come and me want. Daylight come and me want. I don't have to say another word. Don't it? Yes, Portland, we give thanks. Where Amber there? Give thanks to Amber, you know. Although we time short, but we don't have to come to our album. You know what I mean? Amber, we give thanks. And Sister Patla, we give thanks. Because Spoken Word Wednesday on IRFM has given the poets a lift. And we give thanks for that. But we're talking about Jamaica, you know, because one of the things that Jamaica gone wrong, you know, my people. And once he's a native of the soil, me know you understand what I talk about. I want a Jamaica that is not reflective of sun, sea, or sun. Don't want to hear how the party shot. If you drown me sorrows in all sort of rum. But a Jamaica where cost of living now of it all like skyscraper building, and nakedness gradually become the in thing. Listen with me, Jamaica. Tell me the truth. I fed up, you fed up and take off like parachute. What you say? This place is full of pure problem. So you gonna look money if you come try solve them. Ever since you gain independence, you turn me in a beggy town. Everywhere you catch your bow down and stretch out your palm. Make people turn me in a yes man. In the first place, you feel a long time you feel they go have a queen crab tail. So come back Jamaica, come back now man. Come back Jamaica when you're gone so long. A short leave you take a long vacation. Come back Jamaica. Jamaica, you're nice. People say a paradise. With me ackee and saltfish, bread, fruit and run down curry, chicken and rice. But how come so much people there a ball? Banana, breadfruit, backside, sugar cane, everything gone. Lord, Dr. Amina, this place you mash up me head. When I no car crash, gunman left me dead. You don't see them take me for Mickey Mouse. Have Jamaica lean one side like Port Royal Giddy House. But the Jamaicans where you also say how they do. Nowadays they don't give a rat's ass how you do. Appear tough face, rough face, buff in a way, screw face. Jamaica, the gem of the Caribbean, the paradise of the world. I'm tired of the hate crime, the rape crime, the scam crime, the damn crime. Jamaica, when you're going to come back to reclaim your roots and wrestle gun crime from these troubled youths. For your sake and mine, Jamaica, take back your spot before we lose it. Because the only thing we got left is track and field and reggae music. Oh, me so? Yes, same way. What the things are going, what the things we have to say, well, we can do it in a concise moment, you know? Then the next thing we see now when we have to address, it look like people are going to school and off with thief. You don't know, everywhere you catch a thief, you don't know what you do with your money again because you're afraid then thief it. And you can't put it under your mattress because you know what family go thief it. So make we run, because the 2 foot post them a come. They take your bank account and left a blank account. Then tell me how you do it and the money where your teeth make me run. Because the 2 foot post them a come. The 2 foot post them a come. I know yesterday thief in a barn. Long before me and your barn, white collar criminal a raid the barn. They will thief everything from 0 to naught. But how many of these 2 foot pussy ever get caught? When you're broke, them relegate you to luggage. But as you find wealth, like worm, them wiggle in your cabbage. Rubbing shoulders and a mingle. Grit them teeth while I you them a swindle. But in this fiery financial fiasco, can I bank on you now? I think my interest in you have just been bankrupt. They know them so greedy. Never know a wheelchair could have moved so speedy. Binoculars are peeping in your account like overnight watchman, and money disappear in a record time. It seems as if the financial sector get cold. So when you see the 2-foot bus, you feel bold. So make me run, because the 2-foot bus them a come. Then take your bank account and left a blank account. Then tell me how you do it and the money but your teeth make me run. Because the 2-foot bus them a come. You remember Century? Them a 2-foot bus. You remember Finsack? Them a 2-foot bus. You see a little neighbor? Them a 2-foot bus. So the workplace, them a 2-foot bus. Hey, try no bother wink. I'd earn money disappear in a wink. You know, since a 2-foot bus a ambush brings. My money can't pass the embankment, and that is a must. How can I forget the underdog schemers from Cash Plus? Bus and dad no carry the same look. When you think your money is safe, you just get. Try not ask me how, because the pockets of the people are used as cash cows, milking the calcium from your dollar sign. So be careful where you put your liquor savings, because the 2-foot bus them too craving. What you got for me there? Upful and purposeful, yes I. So when your parents talk to you like the great toots, make sure you no listen. Because some dark clothes out there. But you was a youth who come from Kingston. Never seen a street yet without him gone. Create mischief everywhere that him guns. Then ya him run the place, the place, the place. We talk to the youth and the youth never hear. Tell me him a shatter and how him no care. Who him a go shoot from who him no fear. Say ya him lock the square. You know one thing now Portland? Never seen it trouble. What the great legend say? Never seen it trouble. Him never do what? Never seen it trouble. No, no. We ever rise up to you know? Lift again. Never seen it trouble. Him not see it. Never seen it trouble. Him fear to see it. He never seen it trouble. Bless up number for the one here. I know every king teeter laugh. What happened in a daylight spill over in a dance. Look how much you make cane bump lead them a pass. Them said trouble never set like rain. Attack till me mouth lick pain. Match you meet him match. In a sudden ambush by the cops. The look on his face speak volume. His eyes were staring bulging wide. As his body language froze like the Statue of Liberty. The explosion was deafening as he cried aloud when the last breath vanished by death. Trouble was surrounding Matthew, but his naked eyes couldn't see it. So Portland, think before you make your next move and don't do what Matthew do. Now you know what, team? Matthew gone. Matthew gone. Matthew gone, Uncle Honora. He never see the trouble. He never see it. He never see the trouble ahead, people. Warn him. You know, so we are going to resurrect us again. What him say? Never see the trouble again. Wait, then, man. Never see the trouble ahead. Oh, no. Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. Never see the trouble again. Never see the trouble. Put that one here if we move against my last piece. Yeah, so we do it, you know. We still have 10% of the place. We'll just beat off 2 lines after that one here, you know. And we love the Empress there. Turn it up then, man. Promise land we gone, you know. Oh, beautiful Empress. I want to be your kingdom. Let me take you to a place where you truly belong. You a note or sing you a song. I want to stand up in your life like a calabar. Soothe all your sorrows when we hear you a ball. Provide you with hope when you cannot cope. Walk the journey till we reach the end of the rope. Oh, my sweet lady, I want to be your king man. When the fabric of our love simply intertwined. When bodies collide and you tease me with the wine. From the scrotum to the womb you bring toward life. Amazing woman, that's my type. I promise to protect you, never neglect you, occasionally upset you, but genuinely accept you. Your king man, your king man, your king man. I wanna be your king man, your king man, your king man. Lift that can make a move in a class side jingle. Portland we give thanks and a staging. Rastafari more love and live king. See it? Up full. Yes, I have bless up. See it?
Yes, wise words, boy. You cut the one there too short, you know. That one the nice, man. Oh, you cut it short. Anyway, just give it up for wise words, you know what I mean? Yeah, man, some reggae vibes come through right there and there. African vibes, that's what I like to see, that's what I like to hear. But right about now, you know, I'm gonna sign out. It's been a pleasure being your MC for a while, and I'm gonna let you have the pleasure of someone who is undoubtedly prettier than me. And I'm talking of none other than the voice of Irie FM, DJ Amber. Let's give it up for DJ Amber. Right about now, give thanks. It's been a pleasure. My name is Michael Barnett. Give thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Barnett. Come on, give it up for your MC. Dr. Michael Barnett, you know he's a staunch advocate for culture and all things which
are beneficial to Jamaica. Unlike what we want, some of the things that we're going to Jamaica, not so nice, not true. So that's why me have to talk, the poets them have to talk. We need more actual citizens to become activists, because if we look like it's only few and we believe in what we are saying, our thing not strong, though. And it's going to look like say for them thing and the thing what the majority wants and not no go so. True. We all know, as what Minka said in our piece earlier, you see a government that is not for the people is an illegal government, because you're supposed to be doing the work of the people. For the people put you there. But what do these governments do? And the government of Jamaica, they are for foreigners. They are for money. They are for corruption. Oh no, all of the adjectives them. We go with them. And when we said them, we not talk just Antonia and film budge, you know. We talk the one that we come before. They pass one and the PMP one that we mash up Jamaica for 18 years. Then we get a little break, then forward again with it, then JLP come and do the same thing now. So we the people have to let our voices be heard. I don't have enough followers on my Instagram to make it impactful. We all have to do it together. And the people that listen, Rasta, don't burn out technology. Right. Technology that is good and for bad. And you see this technology, it'll make more people know more things. Yes. So now what we have to select it, you know, like with the kids them, what we allow them to see. Make sure that when a notification coming by your penny phone, it coming by your one too. Make we try some of them something that we save the youth them, because with all that is going on, without the word of people like me, we are float on my brain naturally. And the poets them and the other people them who understand it. Jamaica in a serious problem. So make we try come together and fix it. Use up on the voices, use up on the spaces. Talk to your family. When there's stuff to consult and do it. Like for example, now with this constitutional reform. How can you reform something that has oppressed the people? Yeah. You have to remove it and come with something new, which is for the people. But it seems like it's we of government work. Because our brain alone are work for say. But you can't put the cat before the horse. And they keep doing that, which makes their standard of work very poor. So we the people have to keep saying and doing these things. Join the consultation when you come to your community. Talk to your family. You know, help people who don't understand. We have to do that and build ourselves like the blockchain, which they are now indoctrinating you to believe is the new economy. What we are going to do? Think about it. Alright, this is my next poet where I come to the stage right now. This poet I will give you the whole heap of things to think about. This poet about whole heap of fair, I hope that stage is sturdy, you know. Because when Finn Clark stamp on it normal. Are you ready for step up?
Give thanks. Blessed love Amber, we give thanks for the eye, you know. Give thanks for the ones and ones that were there, yeah. Because Shadai is really family, you know. I whole heap of years, so I whole heap of ones that we have seen for years. A family there, yeah. We give thanks to my brother Rastakura, you know, for keep on with the mission. You know, see it. All them do is come with division, subtraction. I burn dirty politician. Yes, sir, you come to those pressure the ones and ones. Yes, sir, listen to stepper. You don't need to bleach, you know. You don't need no one over your back like a slave, you know. I think I call it white grave, you know. Sometimes I wish I black, like Miss Pearl Rami, Black Dave, you know. I don't see no cream to make us black, yet Asian creams full of wholesale rocks. Them use toothpaste, paste for face. What a disgrace. We need to set black the pace. Self-reliance we color is we identity. Marcus Garvey and Krumah
I them and give thanks for see. Only for ones we have tried this journey in the dominant stepping in up. So we give thanks to see the energies can come together. We give thanks for Oko, anywhere you're there, we love the eye to the fullest. We give thanks to see the eye them. And when you feel this a sweet breeze, when you think a winter breeze, it's winter breeze. So no better know, so we give thanks to the man that try it and step it. And also words on the power. As we say, all of our brothers and sisters are here. I give thanks, I want to give thanks to everyone that make all of this possible. And we are talking about the experience that you get when you reach here. The poetry, the agriculture, the exchange of seeds, the reasoning, the food, the craft. All of this is I and I, people, in the fullness. So we give thanks. Tell me your name and number. Tell me your residence. Tell me your age. I'm making sure you pass adolescence. I'm not run go recompense. You think me have sense? Tell me your name. Tell me your number. Tell me your residence. Tell me your name and number. I see big man not a toddler. Me no pick the feel and I no child smuggler. Listen to Stepper. Tell me your name and number. Let me see your TRN, voters ID, and your birth paper. I have to go ask my brother Denver. Is she a toddler walking on the road in a sexual mode? As short as stuff, true she know it a get buff. I look big, true she a get big. She don't even 16. Yet you talk about rubbing Vaseline. Don't worry, I now put it in. Tell me your name, tell me your number, tell me your residence. I'm making sure you pass adolescence. I love the people. We give thanks for the gathering. Love to all of the performers on this here lineup. We give thanks to the item. You know, holy for love. Yeah, I lay Rastafari. Give thanks. Yes, sir.
Thank you, Stepper. Give it up one more time. Stepper, you never see you have company. Yeah, you get a dancer, you get a hype man. Watch them style like. Alright. Just want to let everybody know, coming up on the 3rd of June, it's all about Junior Reed One Blood Family Fest. It's going to be at Plantation Cove in St. Ann. And it features Sizzler, Bushman, Julian Marley, Stephen Marley, Leroy Sibbles, Louis Culture, Warrior King, and many more. Alright? So look out for that show. I'll be one of your MCs as well for that one.
Jamaica, make some noise! When I say I can't breathe, I need you to say, get your knee off my neck. I can't breathe.
Get your knee off my neck.
I said I can't breathe.
Get your knee off my neck.
400 years of disrespect, inequality, and it's bothering me, but you ain't listening. The only time they seem to pay attention is when we marching and breaking something. But they're too blind to see that this is live on TV. Unscramble the line, straighten the antenna. Let's go back to 1619 Virginia, America. This is when we stepped off the slave ships and stepped on the auction block. Sold to the highest bidder like livestock. Since that moment, we've been playing on 2 separate fields to 2 different clocks. And they got the nerve to use their stopwatch. How am I ever going to catch up to you when you've had a 400-year head start? Yes. Back then, you made it unlawful for me to read. But now, you're trying to make it unlawful for me to breathe. Yes. Get your knee off my neck. I can't breathe. Then in 1863, we thought that we were freed. But America denied our freedom for 2 more years. This is why we celebrate Juneteenth, our Independence Day. But let's fast forward to May 31st, 1921. A mob of white men in white guns and white suits burned down over 1,200 square blocks and over 3,500 homes in what will later be known as Black Wall Street. And you wonder why the unemployment is so high in our community. It's because of that knee. Get your knee off my neck.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. The odds have been against us since the day that we were born. And some of these racists have traded in their white seats for suits and ties, black robes and police uniforms.
Yes.
Let me clarify. All cops are not bad cops. But when you stand there and watch Look at your watch while 9 minutes and 20 seconds go past. Knee on neck, I can't breathe. Then the good cop becomes just as guilty as the bad cop.
Yes, sir.
As a matter of fact, that makes you an accessory. I think they love to see black men wearing accessories like hands and cuffs and chains. Since slavery, we've been beaten, whipped, handcuffed, and chained, and this is a stain on America's history. But when will it change? America, we still haven't forgotten your original sin. And the reason why America was so great back then is because we were your human cotton gin. So when you say, let's make America great again, are you saying that you want us to go back to picking your cotton again for free?
That's what he said.
We had no choice because of that need. This is something that you tried so hard to avoid. Well, damn it, today we want justice from Malcolm X to Martin Luther King to George Floyd. Get your knee off my neck.
I can't breathe.
That's that piece, y'all. Y'all all right?
Yeah.
I send greetings from your brothers and sisters in America. Black Chicago. Peace to Rasta crew of this poem, all the poets that came before me, and all of you, give yourselves a nice round of applause. Now, I come from the Inglewood neighborhood in the city of Chicago, one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in Chicago. But everything that we got in life, we had to hustle for it. Do y'all know what I'm saying? Anybody here had to hustle for what you had to get in life?
Oh, well.
Let's do it, DJ. Hey, God, where you at? I've been looking for you. Seems like you've been avoiding me or something. And I've been searching for you for years with no answer, just anticipation. And I've been going through this transformation. But every time I call on you, God, it's like I get put on hold. And they say that you hear all and that you see all, but seems like you ain't never available, God, when I call. See, y'all, I remember it was January 91. I had just left Simeon High School's Martin Luther King ceremony speaking. I wasn't feeling too well that day. Little did I know that all the while, my appendix had been leaking. And worry you, God, just when I thought nowhere to be found. And if it wasn't for my son's mother convincing me to go to St. Bernard's Hospital that night, Black Ice wouldn't be here with you in Portland right now. And where you at, God, that morning when I went to work and when I got you 123rd and Kesey, right by the cemetery, this lady ran the light. The last thing I saw, family, was headlights. A 3-car collision that damn near took my life, but where are you, God? And where are you at, God, when my mother was stricken with cervical cancer? She's been going to church and you still didn't answer. Come on, God, this is my mother. Tell me, is this how you treat all your sons and your daughters? And where are you at, God, that day my son died? I sat there at the University of Chicago and I watched him come back twice. You could have intervened. You could have saved his life, but where are you, God? And where are you at, God, when... Okay, my son, I've heard enough. Now I know that times for you have been rough, but son, where's your faith? Seems like you only seek my face when you need me. For I am a full-time God, my son. Do you really believe in me? Well, if so, then you would know that I am the creator of the universe. All that you see from the highest heights of heaven to what you have discovered beneath the earth. See, I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I am the God of Moses, Lot, and David. I am the one who made Solomon wise. I put Noah in the ark before the waters could rise. I gave Samson the strength to destroy the Philistines with no eyes. I am that smooth stone that David slung that smote Goliath in the head. The cracks that crumble the walls of Jericho, the same one that rose Lazarus from the dead. I am the blood of the lamb of the doorpost that kept the children of Israel safe from harm. Even the staff in Moses' right arm, and he gave me the power to split the Red Sea in half. Shall I go on? Go on. I said, please forgive me, Father. He said, no, son, I already have. But like Jonah, you've been running from your mission. I've been trying to reach you and speak to you for years, but your ego just wouldn't let you listen. When your appendix was spreading poison through your body, I was the voice that spake to your son's mother warning you. And do you remember what you promised me, my son? Yes, Lord, I do. I promise you that if you allow me to make it through, then I will turn my life over to you. But what did you do? You continued to play. So I spoke to you again in the form of a 3-car collision, but I allowed you to walk away that day. And have you ever asked yourself the question why the accident was by a gravesite? I was showing you that the road that you were traveling on ended at the cemetery if you didn't change your life. But you still didn't listen. And as for your mother's cervical cancer, I am the reason why your mother's cancer is in remission, and I know your son's gone. But his body was sick, so I relieved him of his pain and I called him home. And yet and still I stayed by your side all those moments that you felt alone, yet you still rejected my truth. If you only could have put your ego to the side and listened to all those whom I sent to you. Lord, you mean to tell me while all the while I was waiting to hear from you, you were sending me messages through all those whom I rejected? Yes, my son, this is true. And instead of focusing on the guides, submit to the truth that you find inside. For Satan is the one who subtracts and divides, but my God is the one who adds and multiplies. I'm telling y'all, he opened my eyes. And so to those of you who can't accept the truth, because your ego won't allow you to accept who the truth is coming through, take this as a lesson. Because see, God just ain't using these pastors today, because asking some of these pastors questions is just like asking blind men for directions. But it's the truth that counts. And in this case, my ego just wasn't my ego, but my ego was easing God out. That's that piece, y'all. I want to share this last piece with you all. This is a poem that I did on IRE FM, and it's called The Elevator. And as I do this poem, I just want each and every one of you all to reflect on your life the way it is today, the way it was, and the way it ultimately is going to be. Somebody say the elevator. There's this elevator, right? It's full of people. Some family, some friends, some strangers, but you're all in the basement. See, the basement represents that brand new idea that was blessed to be manifested in your mind. But by the time you share your idea with the 10 people standing in the elevator next to you, some of them get the hell off before the door even closes. Sort of like those so-called friends. The ones who you thought would be there through thick and thin, down to the end, didn't even make it to the first floor. The door closes. The elevator rises. Much to your surprise, you're making progress. The bell rings, you're at the first floor. The door opens, and guess what happens next? Those childhood friends, well, they got goals of their own. Time for you to be strong, because you're going to lose some of these friends during this ride and feel alone. But as they walk out, a few more friends walk in. You started off with 10, and now you're down to 8. Now, one of the new friends who just walked in pressed floor 2. So you know what that means. The next time the elevator door opens, they'll be going 2. But before they left, they introduced you to one of their friends who became your friend. Then y'all became close like kin. The door opens at floor 2. You lose a few, but one man walks in. And he becomes your boyfriend. And now we're down to 7. Now only 4 out of the 7 are the original occupants that you begin with. In all, there are 2 strangers. One cousin, one friend, your mom, and a boyfriend. Now the elevator passes floor 3. Seems like life is finally looking up. But just as soon as you get comfortable, you're at the 4th floor and a door opens up. You're staring death right in the face. Quickly you step back. He reaches in his arm and unexpectedly takes your mom. Everyone in the elevator consoles you. But this takes an emotional toll on you and your relationship. Everything you ever believed in or ever knew about is in doubt. You become so emotionally cold that right before the doors close, your boyfriend walks out. What's to expect by floor 5? Now what just happened on the 4th floor was a game changer. But before floor 5 arrives, you will lose one of those strangers. But before he leaves, he whispers to you, "There's something that I hope that you see." She said, "What's that?" That God wants you to go through everything that you're going through in order for you to get to where it is he wants you to be. Only one more floor to go. But between the 5th and the 6th floor, you notice something. The other stranger reaches around you and hits the stop button. Everything is frozen except you and him. He said, okay, it's time for us to talk. Now, I've been here since the beginning. And I've seen everything that happened, and not once did you ever acknowledge me. I even gave you words of encouragement when you lost your mommy. I thought at that point you would want to get to know me. Look around. Out of the 10 that you started out with, there's only a few. Now you have a choice or two. You can continue on. Use the experience of what you've been through to help heal, or you can do what you've been thinking, go on that purse and take those pills. She said, no, I want to live. Well, then you need to learn how to forgive. She now knew who she was talking to. She takes a deep breath and asks for forgiveness, but he said, I'll forgive you when you learn how to forgive yourself. He pressed the button. The bell rings. The door opens at the 6th floor. To your surprise, your ex-boyfriend is standing there, offer you his hand. You turn right around, look at that man right in the face, and smile. See, out of the many people that have come into your life, you've already lost the majority. Expect for the ones closest to you to disappoint you, let you down, betray you, but don't you change, stay you. And at the end of the day, when you place your family and friends before God, He will remove them to show you that He's a jealous God. And none should be placed before Him. Trust Him to know that He will replace everything stolen, restore everything lost, and heal everything broken. See, in life, you're going to have some knockdowns on the way up. But it's not about how many times you get knocked down. It's about how many times you get back up. Thank you, Jamaica. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you to Black Eyes. Come on, give it up. Give it up. This man doesn't only speak, he acts as well. And remember, poets, that you can join his organization, all right? His poetry organization. All right, we're going to move the show along because, as you all know, time is going and somehow we have to travel a little distance and all these things. Not true. So let's get the show on the road and welcome right now to the stage, Ras Otajifo.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I can hear the words of the Rastaman sing. Oh, children, Babylon, your tune gone down, gone down. Babylon, your tune gone down. Them say me advocate race and terrorism because me say me come here to come destroy this wicked, evil, devilish, white capitalist system. So now them a shiver because me a talk the truth that the original man come from African roots. And through me expose them evil empire and show me people to them a thief and liar, them want me dead. Even some of my whole black people that try to get the bounty what them put on my head. But yeah, do I walk through these concrete jungles in the shadows of death? Me no fear them threat because me a walk on the most like God Jehovah Rastafari footstep. Me say me survive the trip of the good ship Jesus cross the ocean. Live to endure the punishment of them Ku Klux Klan. Walk off them plantation. And now me sit down and watch them a build them atomic bomb. Holding the world at gunpoint for the fear of nuclear destruction. Laying genocide and landmines for the Africans. Distributing them 8 virus via polio, chicken pox and yellow fever vaccine. Giving me another 8 packets to so-called third world countries in the form of AK-47 and M16. So now after 400 of oppression, we know them plot, we know them schemes, so we don't trust no more shadow after that. This time, I'm ready for them. So me say, come make we lick some shot after Babylon. Come make we lick some shot after Babylon. But the elders, them who still worship a foreign God, me say them can't understand. So every time, me say them face flinch from agony. Them say, boy, you are used too much profanity. But them say one way, me this a profane society. By the words of Babylon, where we can't sing Jaja song. But they want me to do it. Want me to turn cover and turn the other cheek. But look what them do to Brother Martin Luther. And all he wanted was equal rights and justice for esteemed brother and sister. So now I don't care about no award and no Nobel Prize. I want to use my mouth like a AK-47 for close Babylon eyes because who? I don't have a color problem. I don't have a color problem. Like Muta, I don't have a color problem. Black or white, you oppress the people, me, I want a friend. That is why me a lick shot up to the senator and the ambassador. And them are the real drug smuggler. Me a lick shot at all African dictator and all corrupt prime minister. They have been selling out African people again to the IMF. And them create the concrete jungle that is now shallow with death. Them never lick shot up the all Negro preacher. They have been deceiving the people them. Teaching them collection while teaching them to kneel down in the same place with them paper degree in hand. Care nothing about the rebuilding of the African nation because they have claimed identity to the land the slave ship dropped them on. Now they're running around bragging. I'm a Jamaican, I'm a Haitian, I'm a Bajan, I'm a Trinidadian, I'm American. Thinking that we're free because there's no chain around our neck. Too blind to see that the man them still have us all tied to a paycheck. So when I say wake up African, wake up African, wake up from the African, wake up from your sleepless slumber and come make me lick some shot after Babylon. Come make me lick some shot after Babylon. Come make me look some verbal shots after Babylon. Land, Jah Rastafari. Yes, it's good to be here. My band and I want like a place in a Westmoreland. And Father, they carried me go for a night over 40 years ago. So it's good to be home, good to eat some good food. It's my first time to Portland. Portland pretty, Portland nice. Yes. Before I go any further, I just want to big up Okonora. For those, make some noise for Okonora. For those of you who don't know him, he's the one who created this term that we have right now called dog poetry. A humble brother. Alright? You know, so in the interest of time, we're going to do a little piece, and then we're going to call on my road warrior to help me with a little piece. So, there's a natural mystic just blowing through the wind. With the three little birds singing, lively up yourself, Bob Marley may be gone, but them spirit is still living. With so much thing to say, still keeping us jamming. Because rebel music has trenched out with our waves, rock and no crazy ball that can't stop that. No woman no cry, you say the heathen ask why. You see them can hear the music of the redemption song about the real situation. You see them can't understand. So them a sing, could you be loved? And they tell us that them God above while holding us down in them concrete jungles, telling us to be humble. But that Bob would sing, we now worry about a thing because every little thing is gonna be alright. You see right now we just get ready for the coming of Zion train to take us to a place where we no longer have to wait in vain because Babylon system will catch a fire. They are already hiding because of the guiltiness that rests on their conscience for causing so much trouble in the world. But small axe fall big tree. So now them are going to cry for you and me. So Africa, unite. We say we wake up and live. Wake up and live. We have the strength and we have the knowledge. We say we get up and stand up for your right. Get up and stand up and don't give up the fight. We say ride not to ride and don't get ambushed and don't get trapped in them 3 o'clock roadblock. And while you're riding through the road, don't complicate your mind. Just remember that them atomic energy can't stop Jaja time because this time is them draw a bad card and them are going to tired to see the face and it's going to be a big disgrace when they refuse to run in the rat race. So now we and them are going to work it out. Now we know how we and them are going to work it out with war. Yes, war. War in the east, west, north and south because until the color of a man's skin is of no more significant than the color of his eyes, we have got to say war. So now the captain, now that the captain, we know that we and them are going to leave the one there. Yes, Rastafari. Yeah. Alright, so a couple of us came down from New York and then we joined up with 2 St. Lucian who we were in St. Lucia with in January. And I asked a question to them, are we crazy? Or we just love poetry that we hop on a plane and go all over the world, go do with poetry? And I got the answer came back as both. We are both crazy and we love poetry. I want to big up my sister who seen me perform for the first time. Today is our mother's birthday, but she said, I gotta come see you, brother. Tomorrow we'll celebrate Mama's birthday. All right, and also my cousin for the first time. Today we would have been having the family prayer meeting on the internet that she organized, but she said, yo, me have to go see the cuz. Big up, my sister. All right. So Rastakura, please permit me. I got to pay a tribute to my elder. So last night we had a cipher, and in the cipher, my elder here, my road warrior who
Forget about your African. Look. Forget about your African. Look how far you're there. You know your uncle and your auntie and your cousin them over there. You say your family come from Ghana. But you know any of them? You're not black like them. The big pretty hips and the nose and the lips where plenty Pan-African men like to talk about. That give you sister the way them boast. Where's your look like that where the Africans speak about? You look more like Indian or Chinese even. The African you claim is with outdated reason. Me that say, you know, see the African in me? But let me tell you, the mother comes straight out of Ghana. Oh, the pain and the suffering she bear from the capture to transport over the turbulent Atlantic to Jamaica, to suffering more on plantations. From royalty she came, so she stepped with dignity to the fire of the Yaruka overseer. Break her, break her, break her! Dilute the strength. Her children will be confused and without African sense. I am African. No Yoruba teaching can change that. My African community focus, love one for the other. Teach the peoples. Learn from the life-sustaining African principles. Teach the people. Listen, learn from the people. Spirit of love one for the other. Rise up, community. Build up, community. Remember your Africa. Remember your Africa. Live it, love it, live it. Africa, Africa, Africa,
Africa, Africa, Africa. And nothing else needs to be said on my set. I'm going to give thanks to the organizer. Give thanks to Rastakura. All right. Give thanks to everybody who come here. If you don't remember anything I say here tonight, learn to love yourself unconditionally. What me I talk about? Everything about you. Love yourself. If you don't love me, if you don't love yourself, you can't love me. All right. So Rastakura, give thanks for the night, and I want to give thanks to Ewan McDonald. All right. And I want to give thanks to our Airbnb host, Aya Bingi, who was a troublemaker right here, so in Poland. All right. Bless it.
All right, thank you. All right, we're gonna move on to our next poet, and you know, like I said, we have quite a few more acts to go, and time is going.